Let's go to page 525, and this is lesson 11-5. The objective of this lesson is to find sum of a finite arithmetic and geometric series. Okay. So suppose if you have a series, like you have to add numbers, so you got 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus plus 98 plus 99 plus 100. Now, how you do this? Well, normally you would just go and get a calculator and you just add, right? But if you know the technique, it actually is much quicker, okay? And especially if you like it's 1,000. Let's say if you go all the way to 99, 99, and 998, 999, and 1,000, okay? It will take you a very long time even with a calculator. But the trick is this, okay? What you want to do is you pair them up, okay? You pair the first and the last number, so it gives you 1001, and you pair this one next. Okay, see that? So each pair is 1001, if you notice. Okay, so each pair is 1001. Okay, so the trick is so here's a formula. So you add the first and the last number together. Okay, so each pair is 1001. Then you have to multiply by number of pairs. Okay, now to figure out the number of pairs, since from 1 to 1,000, there are 1,000 numbers, and it takes two numbers to make a pair, so you have to divide by 2. So so how many numbers you have to divide by 2. Okay. So this part is how much is each pair, and this is number of pairs. So that's the formula to find the sum. Okay. So here's your formula. Okay. So again, let's go and do this one. So sum, so you're going to add 1,000 numbers together. So that's S of 1,000, right? That's what this is. Equal to, okay, so you can use the first number plus the last number, right? You pair up. And then you have to times by number of pairs. Well, how many pairs are there? Well, you got 1,000 numbers, okay? Yeah, 1,000 numbers, you have to divide by 2, right? So 1,000 numbers divided by 2, this gives you 500 pairs. And each pair is 1,001. Okay, so by using these, you can just go and use your calculator. So this will cancel out. Okay, so you're going to get 500 times 1,001. 1,001. Okay, and then from here, you can just go and multiply. So you're going to get 500,500. Okay. And so it's very quick. See that? Okay. So again, the trick is you pair up, right? First and the last. That's what this is. So this is the pair. So that is this pair over here. So you pair up, and this is number of pairs. Okay. Again, to find the number of pairs, it takes two numbers to make one pair. So you have to divide by 2 to get the number of pairs. So this will be the pairs. Okay. And so again, this is a formula. Okay. Now let's go to the geometric. So this is arithmetic. Now for geometric, let's say if you have an S of, let's just go on 6. Okay, S of 6. Let's do 7. So let's say if you're going to add 7 terms, so equal to, so you got 1 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 9 plus 1 over 27 plus 1 over 81 plus 1 over 243 plus 1 over 729. Okay, so to add these, okay, I'm just using the short one as example, but it can be like, it can be like 1,000 terms. It can be 1,000 terms like this. Okay, but for geometric, I'm just going to use 7 because if you get 1,000 terms, it's going to be really big, right? So I'm going to just use for illustration purpose. I'm just use 7 terms. Okay, and so the trick is this. See over here. Over here, the trick is you pair up, right? But over here, the trick is you multiply by r. See over here, the r equal to 1 over 3, right? See over here, you have to multiply by 1/3, right? So r equal to 1/3. So what you want to do, you want to multiply this by 1/3. Okay, multiply by r. Okay. And you want to shift. So multiply this by 1/3, you get 1/3. Okay. Multiply this by 1/3, you get 1 over 9. Okay. Multiply each term by 1/3 and shift. So multiply this by 1/3, you get 1 over 27. Multiply this by 1/3, it becomes 1 over 81. Multiply this by 1/3, it becomes 1 over 283, 243. Multiply this by 1/3, it becomes 1 over 729. Multiply this by 1/3, it becomes 1 over 2187. Okay. The next step is you have to subtract. Okay, subtract this whole thing. Okay. So when you subtract, so this is 1 minus 1/3 will give you 2/3, right? You got S7 minus 1/3 of it become 2/3. Okay. And when you subtract, notice this all cancel out, right? So it becomes only 1 plus 1 over 2187. Okay. And so next is you're going to add this together. So 2/3 S7 is equal to, when you add this together, you're going to get 2187 over 2187 plus 1 over 2187. And so 2 over 3 S7 equal to 2188 over 2187. Okay, so now you have to get rid of these. To get rid of that, you need to multiply by 3 over 2, multiply by 3 over 2. So this will cancel out. So S of 7, okay, and this one you can simplify. Divide by 3, you get 729. Divide by 2, you get 1094. So you end up with 1094 over 729. Okay, so that's the trick. Okay, so here's a formula. So the formula to do is, okay, you have to. So this becomes. So the formula is S of n equal to T1 times 1 minus r to the n over 1 minus r. Okay, so this over here, see this? So these, see, you have to subtract. So this subtraction is this minus this. So this minus this is this part over here. Okay, and that's what you're going to get. And you have to divide. See over here, multiply by 3 over 2 is same as divide. So you have to divide to get rid of this. So this part is this part right over here, okay? And this part over here is this part over here, okay? So anyway, so the formula you need to know is this formula over here, okay? And over here, I kind of make a handout to summarize things, okay? So here is the chart. So when you have an arithmetic series, when you have a sum, use this formula. Everything else, like you're looking for n or d or t1 or anything else, everything else you use this formula. So for arithmetic, you use these two. For geometric, you use these two. Okay, and again, this is a sum equation, and this is everything else. Okay, so this kind of help you to kind of keep things organized, and that will help you to know which equation to use. And we're going to cover a little bit more, on this later on when we get to that section. Okay, so now let's go over some examples. So let's go to example 1. Okay, example 1, you have 2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 11 plus ... And it says you want to find the sum of the first 40 terms. That means you're looking for all the way up to T40. Okay? Okay, so first you have to determine if it's geometric or arithmetic. So this one, notice you have to add 3, right? You have to add 3. So that means D equal to 3. So that means this is arithmetic. Okay? So right away, what you want to do is you want to write down the formula for the sum of arithmetic series. So S, again, write down the formula. Don't substitute anything else. So this would be equal to T1 plus T of n and times by n over 2. Okay, so that's your formula. Now you're going to start to substitute your information. Okay, so since you're going to add the first 40 terms, so this is your T1, right? T2, T3, and T4, and so forth, right? So n equal to 40. So you're looking for S of 40. That means n equal to 40 because there are 40 terms. Okay, so you have to do the 40 divided by 2. This will give you 20 pairs. Now you have to pair them up. So the first number is 2, and the last number is T40, and you don't have that. Okay, so again, to find that number, you have to use, right? Again, use this equation for sum, and use this equation for everything else that you need. So since you're looking for T of n, you have to use this formula. Okay, so use T of n equal to t1 plus d times n minus 1. So t of 40 equal to t1 is 2, d is 3, and n is 40 minus 1, right? Okay, so let's go and work it out. Okay, instead of making to 39 and multiply, if you use cal, it's not a big deal, but I like to just go and distribute. So distribute would be 120, distribute minus 3. Okay, don't need the parentheses anymore. Okay, so minus 3. And so t of 40 will equal to 119. So again, go off to the side, do this, and then you can put this into here. Okay, so this way goes over there. Then now you can go and get your calculator, you can work it out. Okay, and so S of 40 equal to, now make sure you add this first, you can cancel it out. So it becomes 20 times 121, and so S of 40 equal to 2420. Okay? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go to example 2. So example 2, you're looking for sigma of 5k plus 2, and k goes from 1 through 20. So when you have sigma notation, what you want to do, you want to expand this out, and you want to do the first 3 terms and the last term. Okay, so this will equal to 5 times 1 plus 2. This is when k equal to 1. Okay, and when k equal to 2, right, k equal to 1, k equal to 2, and you have k equal to 3 plus dot 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 plus the last one is when k equal to 20. So you have to go all the way from 1 through 20. So 20 plus 2. Okay? Okay, then you go and simplify. So this would be 7 plus 12 plus 17 plus dot 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 plus 102. Okay, so next thing you need to do is determine whether it's going to be arithmetic or geometric. So this kind of move gradually. So this have to plus 5, right? You have to add 5. Okay, so you can see that d equal to 5. So this is arithmetic. So you're looking for sum. So write down the sum equation. So sum for arithmetic series would be, again, first term plus the last term. Right? You pair up the numbers and you times by the number of pairs. Okay. Again, you have to divide by 2, right? 2 numbers make a pair. So you have to divide by 2 to get the number of pairs. Okay, so now, again, always write down your formula, then you can substitute. So you're going to become S of 20, because you're adding the 20 terms, so be S20, equal to 20 over 2. And T1 is 7 plus, okay, the last one is 102. So you got everything, so you don't need to use the other equation. Okay, so this cancel out. So S of 20 equal to, this will give you 109 times 10 will give you 1090. Okay. Okay, so again, if you know how to do this using the technique, again, it's very easy to add a series of numbers. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next example. Okay, example 3. Okay, you have to add the sigma of 3 times negative 2 to the n minus 1 power, and n is equal to 1 through 10. Okay, so again, let's go and expand this. Okay, so the first one would be 3 times negative 2 to the 1 minus 1 plus 3 times negative 2 to the 2 minus 1. Right? So again, n equal to 1, n equal to 2, and n equal to 3, dot, 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 and then plus n equal to 10. Okay? So you're going to work it out. So this is 3 times negative 2 to the 0. I'm going to put parentheses so you don't think it's a subtraction. Okay, 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay? So again, you want to show your steps, okay? Do it step by step. You can avoid a lot of mistakes, okay? So you can work it out. So 0 power is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. This is negative 2, right? To 1 power, negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. This would be 4. 4 times 3 would be 12. Okay, negative 2 to the 9th power is going to be negative. Okay, so that's going to change this into negative. So it'd be a negative. And so use your calculator, this, and work it out. Okay, so this would be equal to negative 1536. So negative 2 to the 9th power, okay, would be negative 512, and times it give you that. Okay, so notice numbers kind of change fast. So what you want to do is you want to try geometric. So you have to multiply by negative 2, multiply by negative 2. So that means this is geometric. Okay, so this is a geometric. So once you know it's geometric, you write down, you use the table. So the sum for geometric is this equation here. Okay, so use this equation. So you're going to have a S of n equal to T1 times 1 minus r to the n over 1 minus r. Okay? Now, you're going to start to substitute information. This is 1 through 10, so there are 10 terms. So this is S of 10. T1 is 3. 1 minus r equal to negative 2 to the n is 10. So use bracket. And 1 minus r equal to negative 2. Okay, again, whatever you substitute, put in parentheses, especially with negative all over the place, you want to be careful. Okay, so S of 10 equal to 3 times. Okay, so 1 minus. Now, do not make it into positive because you have to follow the order of operation. So you have to do exponent first before you subtract. So this part is going to give you, 1024. Okay. Okay, so this number right over here, so this is this, okay? So you have to, again, do it step by step, be careful with what you're doing, and this would be over 3. Okay. And well, 3 and 3 kind of cancel out, so it's kind of nice. So S of 10 will equal to, this minus will give you negative 1023, okay, and that's it, okay?